Is Valentine's Day about sex? Valentine's Day can be a strange place for a lot of parents, especially if you're parenting kids that are 10 years old and younger, because you may have no idea how to explain this concept of having a crush or being in love in a way that is not sexual. And that's okay because you're an adult and you have already gone through puberty and you have sexual feelings, assuming that you are not asexual, of course, right? You have sexual feelings towards other adults. And when you, with your adult brain, is thinking of your crush, you're thinking about having sex with them. And when you think of spending time with your crush, you're also thinking about having sex with them. And when you think of buying a gift and giving this gift to your crush, you're thinking that they might want to have sex with you. Now, replace crush with husband or wife or boyfriend, girlfriend, partner, side piece, whatever. It's all the same. As adults, we think about sex a lot. Now, it might just be my Instagram feed, but there's a lot of sexual jokes and innuendos, and that's what she said. Sex is always there. Now, as adults, we notice the references and we may laugh at the jokes, even if we may or may not be having sex. However, it is completely different for our children, especially our young children. Children do not have sex, but they have a sexuality, and there is a difference. Many times as adults, we conflate these two, okay? Let me give you an example. What I'm wearing right now and the way I've styled my hair, I feel sexy, but I do not feel like having sex. Do you get it? All right, let me give you another example. When I say to my husband, I love you, and he says it back to me, it makes me feel safe and happy, but it doesn't make me feel like having sex, okay? Part of our sexuality as human beings, this is for everybody, children and adults, we want to feel connected. We want to feel wanted. We want to be liked. We want to feel cared for. And all of those things does not equal wanting to have sex. Let that sink in for a moment. Tell me if you can relate to this, okay? As an adult speaking to another adult. When somebody tells you that they like to be in your company, they like to be around you, they want to buy you gifts, they want to spend more time with you, they want to hold your hand, it feels really good because that's connection. And as humans, we crave it. And there's no sex in any of that. I mean, like there could be, but if you just take that face value, there's no sex in it. Because that is our sexuality, and our sexuality does not equal having sex. Now, I know it's confusing, okay? And you're gonna tell me, but Kathleen, the word sex is in the word sexuality, okay? Like they've gotta go together. I hear you, and I see where you are coming from. And so let's do this. Let's remove the word sex and get rid of it. It's no longer there, and just focus on uality. Okay? Because we're going to be talking to our kids now, and they absolutely have an uality. So now that we've removed the sex part, all right, and we are focused on uality, let me explain to you what a kid feels when they have a crush. Because children do not have sex, they don't have sexual feelings. So a crush to a child is all of those feelings that they notice when they observe the adults in their life, especially if the adults in their life like each other. A good example of this would be like the show Bluey. The parents in the show Bluey like each other and they joke around with each other and they like being around each other and they kiss. These are the messages about uality that a child is receiving. And they are aware of these feelings because they have these feelings towards their friends. They have friends that they like to spend time with and who make them laugh and who make them feel like they can be silly with them and they don't feel embarrassed or judged. And your kid could absolutely identify kids that they do not feel comfortable being silly around because those kids make them feel self-conscious and embarrassed. It's completely within the realm of a child's uality that there could be a friend that they want to spend more time with. They want to play more with. They maybe want to hold hands with or even kiss. Because that's what a crush is. It's someone who makes you feel so good about yourself that you just want to be in their orbit all of the time. You want to share secrets with them. You want to tell them that they're your best friend. You want to tell them how much you love being around them. And you want to show them that by maybe holding their hand or giving them a kiss. And right there is where we as parents, we get uncomfortable because we associate hand holding and a kiss with sex. And it's not your fault that you make this association. You're an adult and you have been inundated with messages from Hollywood saying that a kiss leads to sex. Think about that while I tell you how the show Friends really messed me up. When I was in my formative teen years, the show Friends came out. And just from the name, it was messing with me because there was so much sex amongst the friends. And every time Monica and Rachel kissed a guy after a date, it would cut to the next day where they are waking up in bed naked next to him. As a teen, you get the message that kissing someone at the end of a date leads to having sex with them. And that can really warp your idea of what kissing means or what dating is if you don't have someone who is helping to challenge those messages for you. So to put this in perspective, your kid has not received those messages from Hollywood yet. To a child, they are not thinking that a kiss leads to more. Not at all. When they see their parents kiss, they see connection, love, trust, caring. That's it. And so now because they see kissing as just that, they go to school and they kiss their crush because to them, their crush is a friend that they feel connected to, that they trust, that they like being around, and they feel cared for by them. So the real question here is kissing in primary school acceptable to you as the adult? I can't answer that question for you. So you're going to need to decide what suits you and your beliefs and then share that with your kid. Now, if you want to explore more of this idea around sexuality and uality and have more nuanced conversations with your kid who's heading into the preteen years, I will invite you to join Top Talks because now it is open to the public. There's a lesson in Top Talks called the Relationships Talk, and it goes over how to explain uality to your kid. The link is also in the description and you can sign up today. I've got some questions to throw at you that will help you to hash out your beliefs around kissing so that you can simply explain that to your kid. I'm going to read these questions, but you'll also find them down in the description. They're listed out. And there's also a bonus 5-minute Valentine's Day activity that you can do today with your kid that helps to spur a very quick conversation about friendships and crushes. I'm just going to read the questions. Can you touch another person's body without asking? Can you kiss another person without asking? Is kissing during class okay? Why or why not? Is kissing during recess or after school acceptable? Why or why not? Why do we kiss certain people and not others? What's the difference between kissing on the lips versus kissing on the cheek? Why does your partner not ask to kiss you anymore? Is it okay to say no to a kiss? How do you respond when someone says, no, I don't want to kiss? Are kisses needed every day? Why or why not? Now, as you answer those questions and start to hash out your beliefs around kissing, you may find yourself that you're coming to the conclusion that, okay, I get it. Kissing in kindergarten is not sexual. But Kathleen, I really don't want my kid kissing other kids. And that's fine. That's totally fine. You just need to tell them that. So I'll give you an example of something you can say to them. Now, you don't have to say it exactly like this, but I know you like hearing examples. So while kissing is something adults and children do to show another person that they care about them, it's not appropriate to do at school with your friends. I don't kiss daddy at work or when we're at the grocery store or in public because socially, kissing is something that is more done in private. But a kiss on the cheek to say hello is way more acceptable and less likely to spread germs. I hope you have a wonderful Valentine's Day. And if you want to give me a little Valentine's Day gift, you can leave a lovely comment or give this video a thumbs up so it can be spread to more people. And by the way, I've been featured in 2 articles this week, one on the Scary Mommy blog and one in Newsweek. So I have linked to those articles if you want to check them out.